Hello and welcome to another episode of my Misguided investment journey. I'm Dry Jan. In today's episode, we'll go through some of the latest stock news, an update on how my portfolio is going, and I'll feature my process on how I pick my weekly additions to my portfolio. So let's get the show on the road by looking at the world markets. This week, every major index was up, and I actually haven't seen this since I've started this section. There's always generally one market that goes against the trend. Both China and Hong Kong have had a strong week, with Europe and the US having a solid week as well. And the UK has been very underwhelming of late for the obvious Brexit issues that they're currently facing. And now, some news. The US Federal Reserve Board towards the end of the week hinted towards two possible rate cuts in 2019. The market reacted to this positively with the surge towards the end of the week. Some analysts believe that the US may cut interest rates as early as next month. Let's see if that prediction comes true. The G20 summit will begin at the end of next week, and the highlight of the summit will be a meeting between US President Trump and Chinese leader Xi. However, don't expect miracles to happen with regards to a resolution in the US-China trade war. And finally, oil prices surged in response to the escalation of military tensions between the US and Iran due to the Iranians shooting down a US drone. Now, as a result of this escalation, this sent up the price of oil up 5% on Thursday. Okay, an update on my US portfolio, and I'm at $951.26. And I'm down about 4.5% overall, which is the best that I've been since I've been recording this series. And I'm averaging a touch below $34 per holding. This week has seen a fairly strong move forward as the portfolio grew over 3% and climbed over the $950 mark. And if I didn't contribute anything this week, I'd still be about 2% up. With the G20 summit possibly dominating the market news in the coming week, we'll see how my portfolio reacts. Individually this week, what went up and down? Well, as I was saying, it was mostly up, with Zuora starting to claw back some of its massive losses from a few weeks ago. This week's top 3 made it in the all-time top 10 gainers, as well as my ETFs making a strong showing. Only 3 stocks were down on the week, with WWE at the top, losing a modest 1.5%. Now, what did I throw my hard-earned $11 at this week? I think, my sleeper stock, KKR. I still believe that this one's fairly priced. KKR is extremely diversified through a range of asset classes. It still yields a solid 2%, but it's nothing out of this world, and at this time I'll continue to add to it. And this leads to the feature of the episode on how I actually go about selecting my weekly contribution to my portfolio. And it's not a terribly complicated process, and I don't think it needs to be. At this time, I have 28 stocks to choose from. From those 28, I'll choose a batch of 12 to 15 stocks which present an opportunity to buy. Now, considerations for this to be an opportunity are the following. First, I look into a stock with future income growth that's not too expensive. Second, if a stock presents itself as a fair value. And third, if I'm buying a stock at a premium, it has to show a strong case into future earnings growth. I would say that these 3 considerations would generally reflect buying opportunities for the average investor as well. Now, I hope that I'm not oversimplifying the process. Maybe in future episodes I'll expand on these individually. And this week I've actually selected my 15 stocks that may present an opportunity to buy in the coming months. But like anything, they're subject to change and may not be any good when it's actually time to buy. So in the next 15 weeks or so, we'll actually see how successful the system actually is. It might be a train wreck. Who knows? We'll find out. Okay, and summing up this week, and it's been another strong week, and now it's been the third week in a row in the black, but these streaks can't last forever. And that will be about it for this episode, so thank you yet again for watching. If you could please like and subscribe to this channel, it would be much appreciated. Bye for now.